There is a number that stops most used car buyers cold. It sits on the odometer like a warning label. It turns perfectly good vehicles into ones that suddenly nobody wants to touch. That number is 100,000 miles. And for most buyers, crossing it feels like crossing a line between a smart purchase and an expensive mistake. Here's what the dealers who price those cars know that most buyers do not. For certain vehicles, specific makes, specific models, specific engines, 100,000 miles is not the end of the story. It's barely the middle of it. The depreciation has already happened. The original owner already absorbed it. The early reliability issues have already been sorted. What you're buying at 100,000 miles on these vehicles is a machine that has been broken in, not broken down. This video is 7 of those vehicles, luxury SUVs that documented owners have taken to 200,000, 250,000, and in some cases beyond 300,000 miles with reasonable maintenance costs and no catastrophic surprises. For each one, we're going to cover what makes it viable at high mileage, what the real ownership costs look like between 100,000 and 200,000 miles, and exactly what to check before you hand over money. Because buying smart at 100,000 miles is not about luck. It's about knowing which vehicles were engineered to go the distance and which ones were engineered to look good in a brochure. Number 1. Lexus RX 350. If there's one vehicle that has done more to demolish the 100,000-mile fear than any other, it is the Lexus RX 350. This is the benchmark. Every other car on this list gets measured against what the RX 350 has proven over 2 decades of documented high-mileage ownership. The platform is built on Toyota's engineering philosophy, which prioritizes mechanical longevity over cutting-edge complexity. The 3.5-liter V6 that powers the RX 350 is one of the most over-engineered engines in its class. It doesn't make the most power. It doesn't have the most advanced technology. What it does is run reliably, repeatedly, for an extraordinary number of miles with conventional maintenance. Owner documentation across forums and long-term ownership reports consistently shows RX 350s reaching 200,000 miles with original engines and transmissions intact. There are documented examples well beyond 300,000 miles. These are not outliers. These are owners who change their oil, replace their fluids on schedule, and let the engineering do the rest. The maintenance reality between 100,000 and 200,000 miles on an RX 350 is largely predictable. Water pump replacement, timing chain tensioner service if not already done, suspension bushings and control arm components on the higher end of that mileage range, and brake service as needed. You're looking at maintenance costs rather than repair costs, which is exactly the distinction that matters when you're buying used. What to check at purchase. Verify the transmission fluid has been serviced. Neglected transmission fluid is the most common way owners shorten the life of an otherwise bulletproof drivetrain. Check for oil consumption, which affects some RX 350 models more than others. Inspect the rear differential fluid and pull the service history. An RX 350 with documented maintenance at 100,000 miles is one of the safest used vehicle purchases available at any price point. Number 2. BMW X5 E70 2007 to 2013. The E70 generation X5 has a reputation that depends almost entirely on which engine is under the hood. Get this one right and you have a genuinely excellent high-mileage luxury SUV at a price point that makes no logical sense given what the vehicle is. Get it wrong and you have purchased a very expensive problem. The engine you want is the 3.0-liter inline-6, the N52 and N54 variants. These engines, when properly maintained, are legitimate high-mileage performers. The inline-6 configuration is inherently well-balanced, the engines are robust, and documented ownership at 150,000 to 200,000 miles is common among owners who stayed on top of maintenance. The maintenance reality between 100,000 and 200,000 miles on a well-chosen E70 X5 will run higher than the Lexus, but remain manageable if you use independent BMW specialists rather than the dealer. Cooling system components, water pump, thermostat, expansion tank are the most common service items and should be considered preventative maintenance rather than waiting for failure. Valve cover gaskets, oil filter housing gaskets, and power steering components round out the typical service picture. What to check at purchase. Establish which engine you are looking at before anything else. Verify cooling system service history. Neglected cooling systems are the most common cause of otherwise avoidable damage on these engines. Check for oil leaks, which are common but manageable. Inspect the transfer case and differential fluids, and budget for an independent pre-purchase inspection from a shop that specializes in BMWs. The cost of that inspection is the best money you will spend. Number 3. Porsche Macan 2019. The 2019 Macan sits at an interesting intersection. It's recent enough to have modern features and refinement, it's old enough to have cleared the initial depreciation curve, and it carries Porsche's engineering reputation into a segment where that reputation translates directly into documented longevity. Porsche owners are among the most meticulous documenters of long-term ownership in the automotive world. The forums, the owner communities, the maintenance logs, the data exists in unusual detail. And what that data shows for the Macan, particularly the 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder in the base model and the 3.0-liter V6 in the S variants, is a vehicle that handles high mileage well when maintenance is taken seriously. The turbocharged engines in the Macan require more attention than naturally aspirated alternatives. Oil changes need to happen on schedule and with the correct specification oil. Turbocharger longevity is directly connected to oil change discipline. Owners who treated the Macan like a Toyota, long oil change intervals, minimal attention to service schedules, are the ones who show up in forums with expensive problems. Owners who maintained it like a Porsche, which means seriously and on schedule, consistently report 150,000 to 200,000 miles without major mechanical issues. The 2019 model year specifically benefits from refinements Porsche made over the first generation, addressing some of the known issues from earlier production years. What to check at purchase. Oil change history is non-optional on this vehicle. Request documentation and be skeptical of gaps. Check for carbon buildup on the intake valves, which affects turbocharged direct injection engines generally and can require walnut blasting service. Inspect the PDK transmission fluid service and verify the brake system, which on a Porsche tends to be used more enthusiastically than average and needs corresponding attention. Number 4. Mercedes-Benz GLE 400. The GLE 400 with the 3.0 bi-turbo V6 represents a sweet spot in the Mercedes lineup that doesn't always get the credit it deserves in high-mileage ownership conversations. The V8 GLE 550 gets the attention. The entry-level four-cylinder gets the depreciation pricing. The GLE 400 sits in the middle, more power and refinement than the base model, more mechanical simplicity and proven reliability than the V8. The 3.0 bi-turbo engine in this configuration has extensive documented ownership at high mileage. It's not a trouble-free engine, no turbocharged engine in this class is, but the known issues are well documented and the solutions are established. This is important when buying used. You want known problems with known solutions, not mysterious failures with uncertain costs. The 7G Tronic transmission paired with this engine is robust and well proven. Air suspension, which is standard on the GLE, is the single most significant variable in long-term ownership cost. Air suspension components have a service life, and that service life is finite. On a GLE at 100,000 miles, you are approaching the window where air suspension components may need attention. This is not a reason to avoid the vehicle. It's a cost to factor into your purchase price calculation. Maintenance costs between 100,000 and 200,000 miles on a GLE 400 run meaningfully higher than Japanese alternatives but remain predictable with proper planning. Engine mounts, transmission mounts, and various fluid services are routine items. The air suspension is the wild card. Budget for it and price it accordingly. What to check at purchase. Air suspension condition is the first inspection priority. Check all four corners, look for uneven ride height, and listen for compressor cycling. Verify turbocharger condition and look for oil consumption. Check the transfer case and differential fluids, and specifically look for coolant service history. The cooling system on these engines benefits from proactive maintenance. Number 5. Audi Q7 3.0 TFSI.
The Audi Q7 with the 3.0 supercharged V6 is one of the more underrated high-mileage luxury SUVs available. The supercharged engine avoids several of the issues that affect turbocharged variants. The power delivery is smoother, the heat management is different, and documented high-mileage ownership on the 3.0 supercharged platform is genuinely encouraging. The first-generation Q7 in particular, the 2007 to 2015 model years, sits at a price point now that the value proposition is significant. A well-maintained example with documented service history represents a substantial amount of vehicle for the money. The platform shares engineering with the Porsche Cayenne and Volkswagen Touareg of the same era, a lineage that shows up in the ownership data. The air suspension on the Q7 deserves the same conversation it gets on the Mercedes. It's comfortable, it's capable, and it has a service life. First-generation Q7 air suspension components at 100,000 miles plus are a known maintenance item.
Some owners convert to conventional coil spring suspension as a long-term cost control measure. Both paths are viable. Factor it into your purchase decision either way. Carbon buildup on the intake valves is a relevant maintenance item for direct injection engines across this generation of Audi products. It is a service rather than a repair, but it is a service that needs to happen, and one that some owners neglect. What to check at purchase. Establish which engine variant you are evaluating. The 3.0 supercharged is the target, not the turbocharged or diesel variants for this conversation. Air suspension condition. Timing chain service history or current timing chain condition, carbon buildup status, and DSG or Tiptronic transmission fluid service history, which is commonly neglected and directly affects long-term transmission health.